Hi, it's Pam here, and we're going to get started here with a marching warm-up for our PiYo workout today. So PiYo is the first two letters of Pilates and yoga. So that means that we'll be doing a lot of combination Pilates and yoga movements. Let's go ahead and bring our feet a little bit wider, and a lot of strength, but a lot of full body strength that will get our heart rates up, as you'll see. And let's just go ahead and hold our feet right here and continue on with some deep breaths in. Inhaling, exhaling. So I hope you're excited. Inhale, exhale. Let's do one more. As you exhale, bend the elbows by the side, twist it out. And we'll go for about 30 minutes. Two more. Good, and now go ahead and just bring those arms out to the front. Half squats, warming up the lower legs. Little bends. Hips back, weight in the heels. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now go ahead and just bring your feet back in and bring the bottom of your foot next to your ankle. So that's pointing the toe down, bringing the knee to the side, working a little balance. A little coordination. One more each way. Good. And then as you come down with that last foot, go ahead and circle your head around. And then bringing your head back up after that last circle. Go ahead and bring those arms across your chest into a little, just reaching as far as you can into a knot pose to stretch those shoulders. So bring the shoulders down and reach across. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and open up. Inhaling, exhaling, reach other arm on top. Reach those hands as far as they can go. You can even inch those arms together above the elbows. Make sure the shoulders are dropped down. You're reaching across. 3, 2, and 1. Exhaling down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale over into a half moon stretch. Bring the hips to the opposite side of your hands. You can keep your feet further apart or bring your feet in together. And then as you inhale, stretch and reach up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back up, separate those hands. We'll come back into those half squats. So step your feet apart, about hip width apart. And normally with Pilates and yoga, we don't wear socks and shoes, but I do recommend having those on just for a little more support today with this type of movement that we'll be doing with all the different exercises. All right, so now after this last one, we're gonna hold it down. Bring your hands to your knees and then round, pushing your back behind you. And then inhale, extend the arms and your spine. Exhale, drop and round. Push the back behind you. Inhale, reach. Let's do this 2 more times. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. All right, holding here. Exhale, come down a little bit further if you can. And then we'll do the same thing. Exhale, round. Push your back behind you, tucking your pelvis. Inhale, reach. Smaller range of motion through those hips as we're lower, I know. Inhale, reach. 2 more. Exhale, round. Feeling those quads. Inhale, reach. Thank goodness for a warm-up. Exhale, round. Last time. Inhale, reach. Bring it all the way up. Exhale those arms down. Shake out those legs. Bring your feet closer together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half fold. Back stays flat. Hands come to knees. Inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, half fold. Inhale, reach up. Full forward fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hold your forward fold this time. Reaching toward those toes. If you can grab onto those toes, go ahead and grab on. And staying bent forward with your next exhale, coming back down, lowering the hips. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend one more time. Lower. Inhale, extend. Now lower those hips down, stay here, reach the arms out once again into chair. Exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to stay bent forward. You're going to bring your weight to your fingertips or your palms, if you can come down that far, and then alternate extending one leg back and back in, and the other side, back and in. So we're reaching back to that lunge position, but we're coming back in. See how our heart rate's increasing? Our full body's engaged, even without impact or quick movements. One more each side, reach it back. Last one, staying here, slowly extend all the way up just to release. You can bounce out those shoulders on the way up. Inhale, arms to the side. Exhale. Inhale, up on the side. One more time. Exhale as you bring your arms down. Bring your body back into that forward fold position. This time, same idea to start. Reaching that foot back. We're going to stay on the same side because now we're coming up into a knee lift. So you'll come down, reach down and back with that foot, and fingertips or palms on both hands. Pull it up. Here we go. A little faster. Extend, pull up. Always making sure that front knee is over the heel. So we're reaching back far enough. You can always modify with a tap anytime. Knee lift, reach. Knee lift. One more time with the knee lift. Next time after the lunge, tree. Come into a tree. Bottom of your foot anywhere along the leg we're standing on. Even like in our warm-up, you can bring it nice and low next to your ankle and foot. We can do a little more with that balance. Make sure you have something nearby like a chair if you do need more balance help. 2 more. Last one. After this tree, just put your foot down, stay tall. March it out. This time, deep breaths with arms coming up in front. You can plant those feet. Exhale down. 1 more. This time, forward fold. Same thing. Shifting your weight to the other foot. Reach it back. Knee lift. You can bring the opposite arm up for balance. You can bring both arms up. But just try to get both hands down, at least the fingertips, for balance. 1 more with the knee forward. Next time it's tree. Again, modify how high you want to go. Bring hands to prayer in front of your heart. Reach back. Come up. Reach back. Come up. We have 2 more. Then we'll stay tall. Last one. Bring those feet down and march it out. Good. So from here, just twist it out, release the spine, catch your breath, drink water anytime. Should have some nearby. And bringing your body back to center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Step back into a downward dog. Alternate pressing the heels down. It might feel strange doing a downward dog in your shoes, but it does provide a little more support with the faster movements than we often do in yoga and Pilates. All right, hold both heels down, get a stretch, head between the arms, pushing into the palms of the hands. With your next inhale, alternate straight leg lift, up and down. Switch. Use the glutes to lift and down. Lift and down. One more each side. And then after this last one, just come down onto your knees. Bring the tops of your toes to the mat, coming just onto your lower legs. Again, grabbing water anytime. Bring the fingers forward and back. If you need to modify any of our exercises that I'm doing on my hands by coming to your forearms, that's just fine. All right, so with your next exhale, we're coming back up into downward dog. And this time I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm going to do. We'll go back to that leg lift, but instead of bringing it straight down, we're going to cross our foot over the other ankle, lower the knees to the mat. Same leg, extend, cross and lower. Make sure you're placing your foot, not dropping your foot on your ankle, especially with those laces. You don't want to kick yourself. Reach and down, reach and down. Keep pushing into the heels of those hands, bringing the head in between your arms. 2 more on this side. Last one. Then just go ahead and drop onto your knees. Walk those hands back just like before, staying on your lower leg. Catch your breath, bring the fingers forward and back. Now I'll turn the other direction so you can see my other leg better. Same thing on the other side. On your exhale, here we go. Lifting or coming back into all fours. Inhale, lifting up. And other leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross and lower. Your knees are coming within 1 inch of that mat. Reach, lower, squeeze the glute and lift, cross and lower. Keep going. Head between the arms as you lift up just for that moment. 2 more. Last one. Now uncrossing, dropping to those knees. This time come down into a child's pose. Sit those hips back, reach it forward. Next, inhale, lifting head and chest, dropping those hips, coming into a knee plank or tucking the toes here for a full plank. Stay here for 1 more inhale, exhale. We'll start a little nicer. Exhale, lowering down to the knees, pushing the hips back, swaying hips side to side. Anytime, coming off of those hands to release the wrists. As you exhale, drop the hips forward again, knee plank, or tuck the toes and come up onto your feet. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths this time. And go ahead and drop it down. Push it back, hips side to side, and release the wrists. This time, we'll come back into our plank, and then we're going to turn side to side into T-stands. So first, come into the plank of your choice, knees or toes. Then when ready, roll to one side, bring that arm in close to your body, lift up. Again, turning sideways to see this view. Modify dropping the knee down. Otherwise, both legs are extended. And then as you exhale, we'll roll through plank, coming down, facing your mat, and rotating to the other side. I'm turning my back on you, but I don't mean to. There's really not a problem. Holding here, drop down if you need, inside knee. On your exhale, bring it back down and come into your child's pose. All right, same idea, but with the option of taking it a little bit further into the wild thing. So that means we take that T-stand and we keep going all the way over and reaching, turning our chest toward the ceiling. So we'll talk through that a little better when we get there. First, setting up into your plank of choice, knees or toes or feet. Next, turning to your side for T-stand. So taking that top leg and just step to the side behind you, bending your knee. That will help to support you as you rotate your upper body. Again, chest toward the ceiling, reaching that arm back, lifting the hips, holding your wild thing. You can always modify by coming into a seated position and still allow for the rotation. Let's go ahead and slowly and with control come back into our plank. Let's just rest here just for a moment. That's pretty intense before we go to the other side. So staying on all fours or coming to your knees like me and wiggling out those hands and wrists. Exhale, bring it back down, knee plank or toes. Next inhale, other side T-stand. Now take that top leg, step it behind you on your back side, knee is bent, and then pushing into your hand, Continue to rotate the upper body. Let that arm reach back, chest toward the ceiling, hips lifted. Wild thing. On your exhale, slowly coming back to T-stand, rolling all the way around to your plank, dropping down, and child's pose. Good. Inhaling, lifting back up. We're going to bring it all the way back up to standing. March it out as you come up. And from here, alternating curtsy, or excuse me, not curtsy lunges, crescent lunges. So reaching straight back with the ball of your foot, bending that front knee and coming back to standing. Reach. Good. So again, with this alternating pattern, just like almost a regular stepping back lunge, getting that heart rate up. Reach. Reach. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Staying here, marching it out. Now we'll come into that curtsy lunge. So we're going to step behind our front leg. So you can bring hands to hips, stay tall with the body. And here we go, stepping back. Then bring your foot hip width apart or more narrow. Then other side, step back. So we want that chest lifted. We want to find the floor with the ball of that foot, just like in our crescent lunge. We want those toes to stay facing forward as best as we can. Now we're going to add some arms. You're going to circle or reach up to the side as you come with your feet wide, and then down in front as you curtsy lunge. So keep going. One more each way. Good. Now as you come up, bring those feet nice and wide. We're going to just do some side lunges here when you're ready. Remember, you can always stop the video and pick up where we left off. Good. Stretching those hip flexors. Now let's hold it to each side for 3 counts. 3, 2, 1. Release in the middle. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Middle. Other side. 2, 1. Middle. 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. One more time each side. Hold 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Hold the middle. Shake it out. Bounce out those knees. All right. Now we're going to alternate lunge, lunge with a knee lift. Lunge, lunge, knee lift. So if you need to step together before you lift up your knee, that's fine. Otherwise, a little faster. I can have a little more effort to go right from that foot to the knee lift. Lunge, lunge, knee lift. Doing 2 each side allows us to alternate those knee lifts. Trying to stay tall. If you don't like your hands on your hips, you can bring hands out in front maybe to balance that forward body slight lean as we go right, left. Side to side with those lunges. 4 more. Getting nice and warm now. 3, 2, 1 more. Good. And then bringing it back over to your mat. Taking a nice deep breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale in your forward fold 1 time. As you exhale, we're coming back onto our knees, and this time onto our hands to alternate opposite arm and leg extensions, reaching toward the opposite walls from here. Reach and extend. Reach and extend. Going to add on after 2 more. Holding out your opposite arm and leg. Bend your leg, reach back, try to touch any part of your foot. reach back out and then down. Other side. Reach, bend, reach and down. Reach, bend, reach and down. Reach, bend, reach and down. One more time each way. Last time, reach, bend, reach and down. So now we're going to hold up just one leg, bend the knee, shift to the opposite side. See if you can lift the chest, reach back and grab onto your foot. If not, just reach alongside your body, extend your fingers. If you can grab onto your foot, try to rotate your shoulder and hip back toward the mat. If you had to rotate to the side to grab on, keep it down. Line up, just check that your hand is under your shoulder. Then we'll try to come into a half bow pose by pushing your foot into your hand. So we should feel a stretch, we should feel the strength challenge, the balance challenge, especially on one side here. On your exhale, lower down. So bringing those hips side to side, same thing. I will turn sideways so you can see a different view. So I'm extending the leg out as we start, bending the leg, shifting my weight to the other side away from the leg that's lifted, reaching back. If I can't quite grab it, that's okay. I'm just going to hold right here. If I can, by lifting my leg a little higher, I'm going to grab my foot. I'm going to double check that I'm rotating back toward the mat as best as I can so I'm not lifted to the side, but as much as I can, facing back down to the mat, and that my hand is underneath my shoulder. So from here, then I can work my way into that bow pose, half bow pose, pushing my foot into my hand, lifting up, holding that balance, continuing to work my rotation to face that mat. One more inhale, lift. On your exhale, lower down and shake those hips out. Good. From here, let's tuck your toes. I'll stay sideways, so just so you can see my toes. I'm going to tuck my toes, and I'm just going to alternate lifting my knees off the mat within 2 inches. So I'm pushing into my hands. These are harder than they look. Push and lift, push and lift. So my weight is on my hands and under my toes and then the ball of my feet. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way to your knees. Bring the tops of your toes back down. Bring your body up. Release those wrists. Maybe some circles. We're just bringing the fingers forward and back. Deep breaths. Now we're coming back to that all fours position. Tuck the toes. Lift and hold. Push and hold. Still within 2 inches of the mat. I'm grazing my mat, so I'm within 1 inch. So you can look back at your knees, then extend your spine. Hold it here for one more inhale, exhale. Really good for that core. And bring it down. Shifting those hips back so you can come up, release the wrists. This time, back to all fours. Lift and sway the knees side to side. Tucking toes. When you're ready, lift up, sway side to side. Again, I'm grazing my mat ever so lightly to ensure that my knees are staying low. And this is the exact position we want to be in for our next exercise called the beast. All right, shifting those hips back. Prepare. Deep breath. Grab water. I know you're on the edge of your seat wondering, what is this beast? Some of you have done this before with me. So on your exhale, let's go ahead and bring it down. Tuck those toes. We are going to take one leg, kick it through to the opposite side, out from your hip, and then switch sides. So we're here, we're lifting into that hovering position, and we're going to kick, just take one leg, kick it through to the other side. Try to get your foot down. Lifting the hand gives you more room, but if you feel like you need that support, you can keep your hand down. But I feel like this gives me more room, more range of motion through my hips. Then, as we come back in, we're gonna keep those knees right hovering over that mat. We're gonna switch sides. Extend, reach. I also find it's a nice little relief for my arm by lifting it up, so it doesn't have to hold my strength for my body the whole time. Keep hovering. So you can just look back at those knees, Taking that head out of alignment just for a moment, just to double check that the knees are in that hovering position. And my feet are about hip width apart as I bring them back in. Let's do one more each way. Yes, please. Reach and back. One more. We need a child's pose out of this. So drop down, shift those hips all the way back, and reach those arms all the way forward. Doing a great job. Catch your breath. Let's go ahead and bring it down to our mats. On your back side, hug those knees in. Gently rock side to side or circle. As you exhale, extend those legs. Let's do a few roll-ups. Arms overhead, give yourselves enough room. On your inhale, bring the arms up. On your exhale, chin to chest, rolling up, forward fold. Inhale as you bring it back. Exhale, roll it down. Reaching those arms overhead. Inhale up. Exhale out the mouth. Forward fold. Inhale. Exhale down. Forward fold, inhale, and lower down. Staying down, just bring your arms next to your side. Inhale, bending those knees so we can come up into bridge pose. With your next inhale, lift those hips, exhale down. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale down. We have 3 more with your breathing. After this last one, bring those knees in for a hug or a gentle sway side to side. And then with your exhale, we're going to roll up. Once you're here, release those knees, hands underneath your shoulders. Now we're coming up into tabletop, so feet are about hip width apart. You're going to push into your hands and feet, lift those hips with the goal being to get them in between your knees and your shoulders. Exhale down, inhale, lift. Exhale down, inhale, lift, exhale down. Stay here, come forward, extending your legs just to release the wrists. So now we'll have a little more fun with that table, alternating, lifting hands and feet. So bending those knees in once again. We're almost done, lifting up into your table. So now just try to alternate kicking out your legs. See how that feels, even if it's just a tap out, just to extend your legs. And modify too with lowering the hips. Your hips will naturally come lower if we don't focus on keeping them lifted. So it's more challenging to keep the hips lifted. So now we're going to try to release a hand and an arm. So you're basically shifting over to the side of the hand that will stay down. Try to just reach up or even just out to the side to modify. One more each way. All right, now we get to do both sides, but let's take a little break first. Hips down, legs extended, shake them out, release the wrists. Last thing we're doing before we stretch, bringing it back. Inhale, bending those knees. Inhale, up into your table. So opposite arm and leg lift. Again, very challenging to keep those hips lifted, but focus on that. Then you won't feel the pain as much. And controlling back down, placing down. As we control, not plopping down. One more each way. Last one. Now you can go ahead and just bring it all the way back to your back side. Hug those knees in once again. And you did a great job. I just know it. Let's circle those ankles. Deep breaths. Other way. And while you're here, exhale, feet to the mat. Give yourself a hug. Hug yourself with the other arm on top. Inhale, stretch and reach those arms behind you. Use them to exhale yourself up, bringing the legs out to the front and straddled. So once here, grab one hand with the other. You can gently stretch forward, or you can bring your hands to your feet or to the floor in front of you, depending on how flexible you are today doing this workout. Just a nice change of pace. We don't often do a straddle stretch. At least I don't. Try to keep the shoulders down, back flat. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, circle behind you. Fingers pointing away from your body. Shifting your weight to those hands to bring your legs together. Then toes pointing back towards your body. Ankles flex to stretch your calves. Releasing. Inhaling, coming into a sitting position of your choice. You can keep your legs extended if that's more comfortable. Relaxing arms over your knees while you circle your head side to side. One more each way. We'll finish in this sitting posture. As you inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, hands together. We'll exhale down. We'll bow and say a namaste, since there is yoga in this workout as well. And we'll also give yourself a round of applause and some pats on the back and another hug. So great job with the ups and downs and moving your whole body. I hope you enjoyed this and that you will watch it again. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and have a great rest of your day.